So hey everyone, so in today's GFG POTD, we need to solve the problems reverse level order traversals. So as the question given here, given a binary tree of size n, find its reverse level order traversal, that is the traversals must begin from the last level. So as the question given here, as you can see here, this is the level 0 and this is my level 1. So my level 0 contain the element as 1 and level 1 contain an element like as 3 and 2. So as the question given here, that is given a binary of size and find its reverse level order traversal. The traversal must begin from the last level. So we need to return the value in such a way so that the traversal is actually begun from the last level. So we are getting the value as first level is like 3 2, and then after that on the other levels we are getting the value as 1. Similarly, if you are watching this example second, so that means we have to return the value first the bottom level, then after that second bottom element, and similarly I have to move from bottom to top. I need to return the traversals from bottom to top. Okay, so for solving this problem, we don't have to read inputs or print anything. Complete the functions reverse level order, which takes the root of the trees as input parameter and returns a list containing the reverse level order traversals of the given tree. So here the expected time complexity is order of n and expected auxiliary space is order of n. So basically these are the company text and topic text, trees and data structure. So for solving this problem, what are the basically approaches to solve this problem? So I'm going to explain here. So as the question given here, and this is the example 2, which have the elements like 10 20 30 40 60. We know very well this is my level 0. Okay, this is my level 0 and this is my level 1 and this is my level 2. So there is a simple approach to solve this problem. We have to simply traverse the element from bottom to top. So for doing these things, what I can do, I am going to take a help from like queues and stack. We know very well stack is a linear data structure which follows the principle of first in last out. So it basically helps us to we can say it helps to reverse any element, and we know very well that is Q is a linear data structure which follows the principle of first in first out. So what these are the only two data structure which basically helps us to gain our output, to get output. So what I can do here, basically I need to traverse it from the level 0 to level 2, and I'm going to store all the values from level 0 to level 2 into the queue, and after showing the value inside the queue, I need to simply take out the value from queue to stack. And once if I store the value in the stack, finally we get the result as reversed. So we actually if we are watching at the final stack, we are getting completely reversed elements inside the stacks, and like using vector STL, we can easily store the values of stack of all the elements which are contained in the stack. We can simply get our output. So for solving this problem, first of all I am going to declare first of all I'm going to declare vector which basically stores all the elements, okay, which basically returns my answer. Okay, so here it is vector, and then after that I have to declare a queue. So for queue I'm declaring QSTL, and here I'm going to store inside the queue I'm storing all the nodes of this tree. So I'm creating a node here which basically helps us to store the nodes of trees. Okay, then after that what I can do here, I need to create a stack of int data types which basically stores the data. Okay, and let's say I'm saying stack as st, and then what I can do here, first of all I need to store the value of root node, okay, inside the queue. So first of all, if I have to store the value of root node inside the queue, what I can do, I need to store the value like here 10. Now 10 is actually stored here inside my queue. Now what I can do here, I need to simply queue.push root. Now once I've stored my root node in queue, what I can do, I need to do for all the nodes of tree. So here while until q is not become empty, I need to perform the operations. So what I can do is I need to create a node q dot so basically what I need to I have created a node here which basically stores the value inside the queue and simply pop out the elements from the queue and stores into the stack. So I have to remove the queue from here and I need to store inside the stack. So here I am storing the value of my root node to stack. So I am storing the value of stack here. So I can say here st dot push nodes data. Okay, so I'm storing the data of root node into the queue, and from the queue I'm storing the value into the stack. Okay, and similarly I have to perform these operations for all the nodes of tree nodes basically. So I've done with my root node. Now I need to move to level 1. In my level 1, as I can see here, I have two children which are actually present in the left and also present in the right. So if I'm watching in my answer, so I'm getting the output as like in this same arrangement. Okay, so for doing this, for getting the same arrangement, we are going to take the right value first, so that we will get the result in the same arrangement. So I'm going to take my right value first. So if I'm storing the right value, that means 30 in the queue, then I need to perform these operations for this thing. So okay, so I have to perform these operations for right node. So if I'm saying that is if node is right, then I need to store the value inside the queue first. Okay, queue dot push node right. Okay, node right, and once I have stored the value inside the queue, then I need to also pop out from this queue and stores the value inside the stack, as I am giving here on the condition, that is until the queue is not become empty, I need to take my front value and I need to pop out from the queue and put it into the stack. So this is the only operations which are actually in the loop, and this is actually applying for all the condition. So if I'm getting the root node, so what I have to do, I have to store inside. So the root node is considered here as a front, and which I am actually storing inside the node, and I am actually pop out from the queue and storing inside the stack here. So this is the case for my right node. Similarly, if I'm saying if node is left, if I'm talking about the nodes which are present in the left side or left, or it is a left children, then also I need to push inside the queue, and similarly I need to do the same thing for left also. That means if I'm saying this is my 20, so if I'm storing inside the queue, that means my q dot first, that means here q dot front element is this element 20, and now I simply have to pop out, okay, from the queue. So I need to pop out, and simply I need to store inside the stack. So I'm getting a 20. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing I've done here. I have simply stored inside the stack. Now this operation is done until my stack is not become, until my queue is not become empty. So similarly for those two elements, I am storing first of all this right value here of level 2, then I'm getting a 60, and I need to simply, this is my front value, and now I have to pop out, and I need to store the value inside this stack, and similarly for 40 I need to store inside my queue. Now my queue dot front is actually 40. I need to pop out and I need to store inside the stack. Now my stack is become empty now, and this now my queue is become empty and the stack is full now. So as I know that this is my stack, and if I'm trying to look at the output here for this problem, I'm getting the output as 40, 60, 20, 30 and 10. So here in the stack AI, if I'm seeing this result, I'm getting the values 40, 60, 20, 30 and 10. So I'm getting the uh, output as we required for this question, for this problems basically. So what I can do basically, I can simply store this stack value into a vector, which basically easy for us to store a value of stack and getting our output. Okay, so I'm storing this value in vector here. So I need to perform this thing for same. Now I need to come out from this loop, and I'm saying until while my stack is not become empty, until stack is not become empty, I need to do what? I need to store all the value of stack into the vector. So I have declared a vector as answer variable, so answer dot push back, and I'm taking the value of stack top element. So I'm taking this value first, 40. So this is my stack top element. So I'm saying st dot top, and I have to do for all those elements inside the stack until the stack will not become empty. Okay, and on the same time I need to also pop out all the elements from the stack. So once, if I'm talking about all those things, if I'm taking out from this value 40, then I'm getting here as 40. If I'm basically I have to perform this all operations until my stack is not become empty. So after getting all this value, my stack until my stack is not actually empty, I'm getting all the values 40, 60, 20, 30 and 10. So similarly I'm getting here the result, and similarly simply I can return our answer. Now let's check this problem first. While queue.empty, okay, so I have done mistake here. Okay, so this is actually function, so I have not done this thing. Okay, now let's again submit it. Okay, here also I have done the same thing. Queue.front and queue.pop. These are the silly mistakes. Okay, I have done for all those things. These are really very much important things which we have to care about. Now it's true. Let's submit it. Okay, so yeah, that's all for the today. Thanks for watching.